What you perceive to be slow momentum, or the lack of any movement at all, is the divine order of placements occurring in your external environment. Placements are a container, so to speak, which holds space for new manifestations to emerge and to experience. These manifestations are subconsciously created out of the expectation that you have of contrasting themes in life. The pace at which we see things evolving does not have a direct meaning to the significance of events. Slowly, many great things have emerged from times of perceived holding patterns, or a feeling of life operating in slow motion. You know intuitively that from your current perspective, the slow changes occurring in your life and those around you will shift from a feeling of anxious waiting to a sudden realization of swift change. We only suffer over what it is we desire, and absent any desires we do not suffer, but such is not the way of people. Suffering is a part of the 3D blueprint that was constructed long ago. The experience of duality and dualistic contrasting themes in one's life is inevitable, until the realization that higher consciousness does not hold space for these things. These placements are for 3D purposes only, to contrast lack and abundance, to contrast love and hate, to contrast friend and enemy, to contrast light and dark, and so on. It is the one true purpose of each individual to recognize these placements, to experience them, and to move on, to no longer live in dualistic ideals. Once one has spiritually outgrown them, and thus emerges the only path, the absence of desires and suffering. You were taught from your conception that things were either good or bad. If you were taught that perceived bad things were good and perceived good things were bad, would it really make a difference? Or would it merely be your belief system based on what you were told? The same is true for you now. What you choose to be good will be good, and what you choose to be bad will be bad. But in reality, it is merely an alignment with a perception that drives your desires. Align yourself with the higher state of consciousness. Know that things just are. That duality is perceived because it has been taught from the very beginning.